Hello, today I'm going to be making chicken skewers and Spanish rice. And in this bowl I have a half a cup of oil, just regular vegetable oil, and I have 3 tablespoons of Salasta caldo de whatever. There's the packaging right there, caldo de whatever. So I just took 3 tablespoons out. I'm going to mix this up. This is to marinate the chicken. Okay, so I'm going to put the chicken in here, and I have it cut into about 1.5 inch chunks. Okay, and I'm going to get this all mixed up, and I'm going to marinate it for about an hour. Here it is, 3 large chicken breasts cut into about 1.5 to 2 inch chunks, and I'm going to marinate it for an hour. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to soak the skewers because they're wood. I guess they're bamboo or whatever, and they're going to need to soak in water so that they don't burn in the oven. It's time to get ready to make the Spanish rice. So I have 1.5 cups of basmati rice, okay, and I have 5.5 cups of water, and I have 3 teaspoons of Nor caldo de palo. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that here, and that's going to make my chicken broth. Okay, that's this caldo de palo, in my opinion, is what gives Spanish rice that signature flavor that you can't really find in any other rice. And so now I'll get on to the next part. The spices for the Spanish rice, we're going to have a 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper, a 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric, a 1/2 teaspoon of ancho chili powder, a 1/2 teaspoon of oregano, and a 1/2 teaspoon of cumin. We'll add that to our chicken broth and give it a stir. Let's get on with some more of the ingredients. I'm going to need 4 tablespoons of tomato paste, a 1/4 cup of corn from a can, drained, a 1/4 cup of peas from a can, drained, a 1/4 cup of petite diced tomatoes from a can, drained. You're going to have some left over in your cans, and what I do is I just make soup with it the next day or something like that. So that way there's nothing wasted. I've got 3 baby carrots, fresh, okay, and I've minced them. And I have about a 1/2 cup of minced onion and a tablespoon of minced garlic. And so now I'm going to get on with showing you how to put it together. It's time to toast the rice. So in this skillet I have 3/4 cup of oil, just regular vegetable oil. And then here's the rice. And we're just going to toast it to a light golden brown. Now it's time to toast the rice. So I've got about a 1/2 cup of oil, okay, and the rice. And this skillet is larger than my eye, and so I'm going to have to kind of stir it around a little to make sure that it cooks evenly. Okay, and you just want a light golden brown. You don't want to overdo this, so you need to stay with it, but that's about a 1/2 cup of oil here in this skillet. You'll notice that the rice is, I wouldn't say translucent or transparent, but as it cooks, you'll see that it will turn white, and then it will turn to a light golden brown, and that's when you want to stop toasting it. I don't know if you can really tell, but we're starting to get some golden brown color on our rice here. Okay, once the rice is toasted, you'll take your broth, pour it in. You can see there's a little bit of spice residue there in the bowl, and so I just kind of scooped it up. And, oh, I wish we had smell-o-vision right now. Wouldn't that be great? It would be great. Alright, and I'm going to stir this. I'm going to bring it to a boil. At this point, I'm going to add the fresh vegetables and the garlic because they're going to take the longest to cook. Okay? And like I said, I'm going to bring this to a boil, and when it gets to a boil, I'm going to turn it down, put the lid on, let it simmer, and we will add these at the end because they're already, you know, they're from a can, they're already cooked, and we don't need them cooking down any further. Rice, I'm going to stir it around. Okay, I'm going to see about how much longer it has to cook. and it should be turned down lower, so I just lowered the heat. So now it has about 5 more minutes, and so I'm going to stir in those vegetables and tomato paste. I have about 12 pre-soaked skewers. I may not use them all. I have my chicken and my pineapples. That's about a half a can of pineapple chunks. You want the chunks, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to alternate pineapple and chicken onto the skewers now. There you have it. If you put about 4 or 5 pieces of meat and about 5 pieces of pineapple, or 4, on each skewer, you're going to have about 10 skewers. You know, if you have chicken that's cut into about 1.5 to 2 inch chunks, that should be about what you come up with. Divide them into 2 different baking dishes, okay? And we're going to bake in the oven at 375 until they're done, turning once or twice. With some mixture left where I was marinating the chicken, and I have poured it in this bowl. I would not use this after the chicken has already cooked. I will use it about halfway through because, you know, it had raw chicken, so we don't want to put it on the chicken after it's cooked. While it's cooking, it's okay as long as it has time to cook off. This is done. It's very tasty. There you have it, Spanish rice and chicken skewers with pineapple. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.